The Philadelphia suburbs are made up of 4 total counties, and we're going over the best and worst of the towns within Montgomery County. Montgomery County isn't just the largest in population of the 4 that surround Philadelphia, but also one of the most asked about counties that I hear from the people who watch this channel. Montgomery County is so centrally located that you can get to Center City, Philadelphia in right around 45 minutes, and in only 2 hours you can get to New York City, the Jersey Shore, and the Pocono Mountains. Let's start by going over most of the towns that make up this county so you know which towns would or wouldn't be best for you. In no specific order, the first town that we're going to talk about within Montgomery County is Lansdale, Pennsylvania. You might want to move to Lansdale if you want to live in or near a very walkable suburban downtown environment full of shops, restaurants, bars, cafes, entertainment, etc. Lansdale might also be great for you if you love a town that has a variety of different real estate options as well. Lansdale has everything from condos, townhomes, single-family homes, and some luxury housing as well. This town might not be best for you if you don't care about living in or near a downtown walkable environment. If you would prefer to live in a very quiet town with not much to do and tons of wide open space with peace and quiet, other towns on our list might be a better fit for you. You might also not want to move to Lansdale if school district isn't really important to you, because you don't have kids, or if kids are homeschooled or in private school, because the Lansdale area is serviced by North Penn School District, which is highly desired and rated an overall A on niche.com. Out of over 10,000 districts throughout the entire country, North Penn School District is rated within the top 1,000 at 968. The next town that we're talking about is Gilbertsville. You might want to move to Gilbertsville if you love homes with some land and space. Gilbertsville is still considered to be pretty spread out town with a good amount of farms, open space, cornfields, etc. You might want to move into Gilbertsville if you want to live in a town that is growing pretty quickly with not only new residents, but also new homes being built and new businesses coming in as well. Gilbertsville became pretty popular right around 2020 when most people realized that they can work from home, so they might be able to move out of their more congested suburbs or even out of the nearby cities and move to an area that has a bit more affordable housing and housing with a lot more wide open space as well. If you would prefer a town with more condensed living, neighborhoods with nearby neighbors and either living in a condo or a townhome type environment, Gilbertsville might not be best for you because there is still so much available land in Gilbertsville. Most of the homes are single family homes with quite a bit of land. This next town is the complete opposite of Gilbertsville. Let's go over the best and worst of Bryn, Pennsylvania. This well-known historic town is only around 30 minutes outside of Philadelphia. So if you need to make the commute into the city, or if you just want to live near the city because of everything it has to offer, Bryn might need to be on your list. Bryn might also be great for you if you love the character of older homes with a good mix of brand new luxury new construction homes as well. If housing affordability isn't really extremely important for you and you don't really care about living close to great, very walkable suburban towns or within 30 minutes of Center City, Philadelphia, then Bryn might not be best for you because it is on the more pricey side with an average home sale price of $827,298. Next is a town that people from not only other states but other countries come to visit. If you love shopping and dining, you will love King of Prussia because it is home to the 3rd largest mall in the entire country. King of Prussia Mall has 2.9 million square feet with over 450 stores and restaurants. You might love living in King of Prussia if you love a suburban town that has more of a city urban feel. You might not like living in King of Prussia if you need to commute outside of the town during those standard rush hour times of day, because it can be pretty bad when it comes to traffic. King of Prussia might be great for you if you're looking for a town that you can live and work right there within the town, because unlike most other suburbs where there's really not that many business opportunities or job opportunities right there within the town, just because it is maybe a smaller suburban town, King of Prussia, you don't have to worry about that that because it is one of the few towns within the Philadelphia suburbs that have pretty big businesses right there within the town. The next town that we're going to talk about is Harleysville. If we look back only maybe 5 to 10 years, I remember Harleysville as being a very, very quiet suburban town with just about nothing going on at all, except for a couple of homes, but mostly farms. If we look to present day Harleysville, things have definitely changed from 5 or 10 years ago. This town has become very popular, not just for its new construction developments, but also new businesses coming in as well. If you want a home with land, it might be best to put Harleysville on your list. If you like the idea of living in a town that is still growing, meaning that you can still experience new businesses coming in, new residents, new neighborhoods, etc., then Harleysville might be best for you because you don't really know how big or how great Harleysville truly could become because it's still in its growth stage. This town might not be best for you if you want a town that isn't too far from Philadelphia because Harleysville is one of the most northern towns within the county, furthest away from Center City, Philadelphia. Now for a town that is just about the complete opposite from Harleysville, Ambler, PA. Here is one of the towns within the Philadelphia suburbs that is most known for its downtown. Downtown Ambler is full of incredible shopping, dining, cafes, bars, entertainment, etc. It's also very well known for its downtown Ambler Theater. If you want to live in or near a downtown environment where the walkability is incredible, this town might need to be on your list. This town might not be on your list if you don't really care about having to pay the extra cost of living in or near a downtown environment because Ambler specifically does have a bit higher property taxes compared to some of the other surrounding towns. Now let's talk about Conshohocken, or Conchi for short. This very popular town might be best for you if you want very easy access to major highways for commuting or just overall ease of travel on nights and weekends. You'll also love Conchi if you're a foodie because there's just about every single type of restaurant and cuisine that you could imagine right there in downtown Conshohocken. There's also a great variety of bars and breweries as well. For everything that Conchi has to offer, you might be surprised that the average home sale price in Conchi isn't higher because if we look at the average price of a home today, it's right at $455,717 compared to other towns that don't have as much to offer, but still have a much higher average price point. This town might not be best for you if you need to commute during rush hour because yes, although there is plenty of available highways and roadways in and around the Conshohocken area, during rush hour traffic, it can be pretty bad. Now we have to talk about Pennsburg, Pennsylvania. This town offers the definition of small town America. So if you want a small, quiet town with an abundance of nature surrounding you, this town might be best for you. Pennsburg might not be the best town for you if you want a strong community feel with neighbors nearby and a very walkable downtown environment because Pennsburg isn't very walkable, nor does it have a downtown, unlike some of the other towns we spoke about. Since this town is a bit further out and more away from all the other more populated towns, the average price point is a bit lower because it is a little more secluded with an average price point of $388,549, which could be very appealing if you would prefer a more secluded, quiet town. Before we get into one of the most popular and well-known Philadelphia suburb towns, let's go over Souderton, Pennsylvania, which would be a great option for you if you want a quaint town with a main street environment offering some shopping and dining, but definitely not the full downtown environment that some of the other towns that we talked about have. Souderton is a great mix between a very vibrant downtown area and a more secluded, quiet suburban town because yes, although it does have a couple of shops and restaurants and some larger big box stores, it's definitely not as walkable as others. Souderton does offer some very popular annual events to make sure that all of the residents are involved in the community, which is great. Souderton has its annual art fest, the food fest, along with the annual holiday events as well. If you need to commute to Philadelphia or somewhere very close nearby, Souderton might not be the best town for you because it does lack in public transportation and it is a bit further out from some of the other towns that we talked about that might be a bit closer to the Philadelphia area. Now let's talk about Gladwyne, Pennsylvania, which is an absolute staple of a town within the Philly suburbs. If you need quick access right into Center City, Philadelphia, this town might definitely need to be on your list because it's only located 12 miles away. If school district is important to you, Gladwyne might be the town for you because according to niche Prestige.com, this district is rated #1 overall in Montgomery County with an A+ overall and an A for academics, teachers, clubs and activities, sports, college prep, and food. The downside to Gladwyne is the overall housing affordability. If that's one of the most important things to you, finding the most affordable area, then Gladwyne might not be best for you, because according to Zillow.com, the average price of a home at the time of making this video in Gladwyne is over $1.4 million. Keep in mind, there are certainly plenty of other towns within Montgomery County and within the 3 other counties that surround the city that offer just about everything that Gladwyne does, if not more, for a much more affordable average price point. If you're interested in any of these towns or any other towns within Montgomery County or anywhere else within the Philly suburbs, I would love to help you find your perfect home. All of my contact information is below, and I'll see you over on this next video.